Do you wish you could be the present mom you've always wanted to be, but still need to provide an income for your family? Are you tired of scouring the internet for legit jobs that will replace your income and that you can do from home in your PJs? Hey friend, welcome to the Virtual Assistant Mama podcast. I know you're over there Googling jobs for moms, legit work-at-home jobs, or start a side hustle, yet you can't figure out how to take that first step. So instead, you stay stuck, do nothing, or start random side hustles to try to make quick money. Becoming a virtual assistant is the answered prayer you've been waiting for. My name is Ariana, and I'm a former teacher turned work-at-home mom who replaced my teaching income as a virtual assistant in just 6 months. I did this by taking a step of faith and following the dream that God placed on my heart to be home with my babies. Mama, your dreams pale in comparison to God's dreams for you. Imagine offering services that light you up, working with clients who value you and pay you what you're worth, and having a job that works around your life and not the other way around. This is the podcast for you. It's time to take that first step. Are you ready? Here we go. Do you want to quit your 9-to-5, but you're just not really sure where to start? I totally understand because I used to be in your shoes. So in today's episode, I'm going to share with you 4 simple questions to ask yourself if you are ready to quit your 9-to-5 for good and you want to start that process of transitioning out of it. The first question you can ask yourself is, how can you cut expenses? Are there any things that you, like subscriptions that you no longer use anymore? Maybe you haven't watched Netflix in months. Maybe you no longer go to the gym and you just work out at home. Where can you cut things back so that you don't have so many responsibilities on your plate that you have to make sure that you cover as you go through this transition? All right, the second question to ask yourself is, what amount do you need to have saved up in order to feel comfortable quitting your 9-to-5? So do you want like 3 months worth of expenses saved up? Would you feel more comfortable with 6 months worth of expenses saved up? And then what is your game plan to get that amount saved up so that you can do that transition out of your 9-to-5? Now, I know this is kind of a hard question for a lot of people because you might feel like, I don't know how I would ever save up enough money to do this. So my third question for you is there something that you could work towards, like as a side hustle while you're still working your 9-to-5? So y'all know I would recommend becoming a virtual assistant because that makes a great side hustle and you can work on, just a couple clients while you're still working your 9-to-5. And then as your income from your virtual assistant business gets bigger, you might feel more comfortable leaving your 9-to-5 because you already have that stable income coming from those few clients. And then once you leave your 9-to-5, you could add on even more and it wouldn't be such like a huge change in finances for you. Okay. And then the fourth question that I have for you is, I want you to ask yourself, what would your dream life look like a year from now? Now, I'm not saying, 10 years from now, look at that big picture of what you want, but what are just like a few things that you would love to tweak in your life? And what would it look like if you could do those things within the next year? So would you be able to work from anywhere you wanted, like a cute coffee shop? Would you be able to take a day off when you want without having to ask for permission? What are those little things that would just help you so much to enjoy your life and to enjoy your job more? And how could you start making sure that those things become a priority and don't get pushed to the side in your journey? Because if you want to leave your current 9-to-5, I just want you to keep these things at the forefront of your mind, because if you find a new job, maybe that pays really well, you might give in and let go of some of these things you were actually looking for. And then, down the road, you might realize, okay, I have more money, but I still don't have the kind of life that I want. And what's more important, having more money or actually getting to live a life that you enjoy? Okay, so I really want you to make sure that that is a priority. So I know this episode was kind of fast. Let me just go through and recap those questions for you to ask yourself if you want to quit your 9-to-5. Number 1, how can you cut your expenses? Number 2, what amount do you need saved up to feel comfortable leaving your 9-to-5? Number 3, is there something you could do as like a side hustle while still working your 9 to 5? And number 4 is, what would your dream life look like a year from now? All right, I hope this was helpful. I know stepping out of your 9 to 5 is so scary. If you're interested in the virtual assistant world and seeing if that would be a possibility for you, I always recommend going and checking out my free workshop. It's a simple way for you to just dip your toes in and see if this is something you could picture yourself doing. So you can register for that at arianavernier.com/free-workshop. Also find the link in the show notes. But I think that will get you on the path of opening up your options, seeing what's out there, and just really imagining what's possible. All right, y'all. I love you so much, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I would love to bless you with a free gift as a thank you. All you have to do is leave a review of the show on Apple Podcasts, take a screenshot, and send it to podcast@virtualassistantmama.com. I'll send you a code so you can snag my virtual assistant toolkit for free. And don't forget to come hang out with us in our free community, facebook.com/groups/virtualassistantmama. I'm so honored to support you in your journey to becoming a virtual assistant. Until next week, y'all, keep following the dreams that were placed on your heart so you can be the present mama you've always wanted to be.